Hi, my name is Daniel. I'm a board member of Watch the Vote USA. I've been an election integrity activist for over 10 years, and I've been before a grand jury at my request. Last week I submitted a petition to the Arizona statewide grand jury. It's in Yuma. There may be two other statewide grand juries. And concerned about the election, I was asking grand jury to be on call. On October 3rd of last month, the statewide grand jury indicted two people for illegal ballot harvesting. And of course the prosecutor there is a Todd Lawson. He's the Assistant Attorney General. If you want to petition a grand jury, it's best to go through him. 602-542-3881. This is obviously from the pleadings. crmfraud@azag.gov. I sent him a copy as well of the petition. I sent the petition to not just the statewide grand jury of Arizona, but I CC'd several other people, and I submitted the petition to the Maricopa County grand jury, the Pima County, and Pinal County, the three most populous counties of Arizona. There's the confirmation they were received last week. That would be Thursday, one on Friday. And CC Todd Lawson. Now, of course, this might be odd, utilizing our First Amendment right to petition for redress of grievances, but it traces back to Magna Carta, Bureau of Jury versus Garneria, 2011, and Adderley versus Florida. In its origin, the right of petition was to a grand jury. Now, the grand jury is completely independent. Okay, here's some text from U.S. versus Williams, 1992 case. The grand jury is a constitutional fixture in its own right. In 1895, there was Frisbee versus U.S. In this country, the common practice is for the grand jury to investigate any alleged crime, no matter how or by whom suggested them, and then direct the prosecution to develop the indictment papers. Crawley versus Warren, 1954, the power of the grand jury is not dependent upon the court, but is original and complete. Its duty is to diligently inquire into all offenses which shall come to its knowledge, whether from the court, the state's attorney, its own members, or from any source. And it may make presentments of its own knowledge. And it doesn't have to rely on the instructions of the court, because again, it's a completely independent body, independent from the prosecutor and independent from it's independent from the courts and prosecutor. Okay, the grand jury can investigate merely on suspicion that the law is being violated, or even just because it wants assurance that it is not. U.S. versus Morton Salt. So hopefully what I did in getting these petitions to grand juries, hopefully I've greased the wheels, opened the doors, whatever evidence you have. Probably best to start with Todd Lawson. If he won't go there, well then do as I did. I sent to the grand jury care of the presiding judge, and I can assist with this. The person that forwarded this to you has my contact information. Again, I've been before a grand jury at my request. I published a book in 2011. I've researched since. We also have former judge Paul Nally who can assist with this effort also. And we look at our nation's history. The Boston Massacre occurred on March 5th, 1770. On March 13th, 8 days later, March 13th, the grand jury handed down the first indictment. Yes, the grand jury can investigate on their own. They can issue their own subpoenas backed by a judge. Of course, you need a willing judge. The oath of office requires them to investigate. Players in the court on the state Supreme Court's website, it says the duties of the grand jury are to investigate willful misconduct in office by public officers. So I'm available. I want to see an honest election and the results of an honest election. Just go ahead and contact me through the person that sent this to you.